weekly meeting with my CENTCOM commander, says Obama, with the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, with all our diplomatic personnel related to the region, as well as my national security team, Secretary of State, Secretary of Defense, intelligence team, to assess what kind of progress we are making both in Iraq and Syria in respect to ISIL. I will be having weekly meetings as long as this campaign, the ISIS campaign, lasts, because I think it's important to get it right. We have not had a comprehensive review of Syria, but we have had a comprehensive review on everything every week, what's working and what's not. We have not changed our attitude with respect to Bashar al-Assad. Fine, he doesn't like Assad. He thinks he's not a good president and all this stuff. Question again, follow-up from Kristen Welker. But just to put a fine point on it, are you actively discussing ways to remove Assad as part of that political transition? Answer from Obama, no, no. Therefore, lunatics out there who are drooling to attack Obama, why don't you attack the greater warmongers? Obama, certainly bad enough, whatever you want to say. But why not attack McCain, as we've been doing with our Arrest McCain for ISIS, with a hashtag or a diesis, the famous sharp in front of it, right? Sharp, Arrest McCain for ISIS. Why don't you attack those people? Why not attack the people on this list? McCain, Lindsey Graham, Hillary Clinton, Robert Gates, Leon Panetta, David Petraeus, very important. General Allen, I think, is the main schemer. I think General Allen, as ISIS saw, he's one of the most dangerous people in the world. The entire neocon group, Kerry of Skull and Bones and Samantha, the humanitarian bomber. Why don't you attack them? Why are you attacking Obama? What is this? We see the various crackpot websites. You got to impeach Obama or the world will end on such and such a date. I would prefer to identify with the use of intelligence and reality-based criteria who the actual warmongers are that might be bigger. So why not attack a bigger warmonger rather than a lesser one? And again, Obama, bad enough on a number of topics. However, there's also this, and we can't really solve this one right now. President Putin of Russia this week has made a statement according to which cooperation between the Russian Federation and the United States is possible. Возможно. I am absolutely for it, and therefore we've got to find the ways. Now, I don't think Putin would be saying something like that into the teeth of a roaring gale coming from the loud traps of McCain or Lindsey Graham or such people. I think there may be something underneath. Maybe Obama has figured out some things, right? Maybe he's figured out something. So the other interesting aspect of this is Turkey. Here we have the Washington Post expects us to be concerned about the tender sensibilities of the Erdogan regime of Turkey. Well, I want to know about Serena Shim. I was on Press TV of Iran a month ago, around the time, October 19th, when Serena Shim was, it looks like, murdered in Turkey after receiving a death threat from the Turkish intelligence. And again, I always speak with great sadness as a friend of Turkey, having been there in the 1980s and met virtually the entire political class. Naturally, my Turkey is the Turkey of Mustafa Kemal Ataturk and his entire program, which I regard as exemplary. But the killing of Serena Shim points to something very different and very ugly. Serena Shim killed when her car was hit by a piece of earth-moving equipment. If we go back to, let's say, the death of the Austrian politician Georg Haider, many years ago now, almost a decade, we will see that Haider was also apparently killed by a piece of earth-moving equipment. That is, at any rate, the estimate of my friend Gerhard Wisniewski. So We'd have to look into this, but this looks extremely suspicious. The OSCE is there. We're interested in the OSCE these days because we want them to act on, to condemn the United States in the case of Reverend Pinckney and some other human rights cases. But the OSCE is there, and they should really be probing the Erdogan people, Davutoglu, and unfortunately the U.S. NATO networks in the Turkish intelligence. So we are always on the verge of someone of this group. I think, again, Allen right now is the biggest candidate that I can see, using their position to act behind the scenes. And the fact that that woman was arrested at the White House with that weapon during Obama's immigration speech, to me, points to the fact that he is still being threatened, and that this is a absolutely intolerable situation. Why don't you get indignant about that, all you people out there, especially the ones who used to claim some intellectual credentials, right, which obviously don't exist. Now, let's talk about immigration. I refer you on the immigration question to the summary I provided with the help of kind help of Tom Kiley, INN World Report, done yesterday. That is to say, the Thursday, the 20th. Also, Coburn. We've dealt with Coburn. What is the underlying reality? Well, the United States workforce. Remember that all of the other principal economic problems have severe dislocations, severe demographic problems. Russia, the life expectancy is falling. China, terrible results of one-child family. EU getting old, Japan getting old. U.S. escapes. Why? Because of Latinos, they're immigrants. So be glad of a Trump card. Back in a minute.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. 3 square meals you'll need in an emergency. So the Freeze Dry Guys 3 square meal unit sale is just the ticket. A variety pack of tasty, nourishing breakfast, lunch, and dinner on sale now. Breakfast is Freeze Dry Guys' favorite. Hot oatmeal and sweet dehydrated bananas. Lunch is Mountain House freeze-dried hot macaroni and cheese and crisp green beans. And dinner is Mountain House long grain wild rice pilaf and hearty beef stew, vegetables, and gravy. Call Freeze Dry Guy and ask for details on the 126 serving 3 square meals unit. One case normally $164.37. Sale price at only $138.90. Save over $25. Get 2 or 3 cases and save even more. Or ask about Freeze Dry Guys Fall Chili Special. Always free shipping to lower 48 states. Call 866-404-3663 or click freezedryguy.com. And hurry, the Fall Chili Special and 3 square meals unit are on sale while supplies last. From the Freeze Dry Guy, the finest freeze-dried and dehydrated foods available for long-term storage, period.
Pharmacist Ben Fuchs knows the importance of proper digestion.
Make sure you take a look at the Ultimate Enzyme product. They're made with bile salts and fat digestion enzymes and protein digestive enzymes. And not only do the Ultimate Enzymes give you obvious benefits for digestion, but they can also help keep your blood flowing through your circulatory system. As most of you probably know by now, thick, sludgy, clotting blood is a serious risk factor for heart disease and stroke. Clearly, inappropriate and excessive blood clotting is a major health issue, and thick, sludgy blood is not just about heart health either. Sludgy blood can compromise oxygenation and nutrient delivery to all your cells and tissues and organs and ultimately lead to almost any health issue you can name.
Concerned about proper digestion and heart health? Order Ultimate Enzymes by calling 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470 or on the web at brightsideben.com. That's brightsideben.com. Order today.
For over 5 years, you've been hearing about the Berkey Guy, so you may know a few things about him. For example, you are well aware of the superior quality and effectiveness of Berkey water filters and accessories. But did you know the Berkeys have had independent lab tests done to prove just how effective they are? It's true, and he can email you the test results. Just visit goberkey.com. You may also know that the Berkey Guy has helped tens of thousands of people get better prepared. Now here's something you may not know. GoBerkey.com has amazing specials and deals all the time on a wide variety of survival and preparedness products. Most ready to ship same day. Visit the Berkey Guy at GoBerkey.com and be sure to click the red Products on Sale Now button. You can always call toll-free 877-886-3653. Again, that's 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com, home of the Berkey Guy.
Free from the shackles of corporate America, we're the place for independent thinkers. GC.
Crisis Radio. Keep up with everything at Tarpley.net, Tarpley.net, and Webster G. Tarpley Twitter feed. Buy some of those books for Christmas giving. It's time. The holiday season approaches. So the future of the U.S. workforce, we need these people. That's very clear. And the fact that they're willing to come here is a great advantage. I would invite you to carry out a thought experiment. Suppose everybody in Latin America wanted to go to China or the Russian Federation. Suppose they wanted to go to the European Union. You could say, hey, let's go to Spain where we speak the language and we'll make a new life there. Under those conditions, the United States situation would become, in some ways, almost hopeless because those reactionary white voters that have not provided enough children for the country, right? They have not given the fatherland enough kids. They would dominate more and more. But above all, the working class, the workforce, would become decimated. And if the Latinos wanted to go someplace else, that would really mean that the United States would be in a tremendous disadvantageous position as far as even national survival were concerned. So be glad that Latinos, Asians, and others want to come here. It's some kind of residual merit that the United States seems to have. Again, a lot of it is based on past performance rather than current upward mobility. But nevertheless, there it is. Embrace it. Hold on to that with both hands and your teeth. Make such people feel welcome. There's an exemplary program here in the city of Baltimore where they said, we're going to be depopulated. We better make people feel welcome. Stop with this vindictive stuff. And the most absurd, that would be that you can't have food stamps, you can't have Medicaid, you can't have Obamacare. Absolutely absurd, vindictive, Calvinistic in the extreme. And we are told now from various accounts that there have been, a lot of celebrations in the Latino, but also a sense of bitterness among the Latinos because it doesn't go far enough. And I understand the Obama reason for this is that you have to do what is legal in the form of an executive order, right? You cannot indeed change laws, but you can change the administration or the enforcement of those laws to reflect different priorities. And I think that part is fine. But there are all kinds of workers, men who have come to this country from Central South America, Mexico, who were sending money back to their families. They kept their families there. They worked here. They're not covered. There are lots of other people, right? There are all sorts of other categories, right? Probably about 60% of the undocumented immigrant community is not covered. And even those that are can't get these elementary basic assistance.